Hi YouTube. I'm just going to do a really quick tour of a new watch that I purchased. The reason I'm doing this is because the watch arrived yesterday, and I normally do an unboxing video, but I forgot to wipe my memory card, so the video sort of stopped recording halfway. So I still wanted to sort of publicize this watch, just to give potential new buyers an idea of what to expect. So it came in a plain box, and inside the box was this this cover, this pouch with their logo, Vertigo watch's logo. Inside the pouch we got the Vertigo logo, Vertigo watch's guarantee card. They are based in Italy, and as you can see, the model number there, it's the Vertigo Pilot 1 RP reverse Panda. And that came in the box, and this is the stock strap that it came with, just a padded leather strap, 22mm wide, tapers down to 20. What I really like about the strap, to be honest, the strap is terrible. What I like about the strap is not the actual strap, but this rather nice polished buckle and tang with the logo, Vertigo watch's logo. But the strap was, it's pretty terrible, if I'm being honest. So I took the strap out and swapped it immediately. But that's it. That's all you got inside the pouch. Nice to have a little travel pouch. And let's just have a quick look at the watch. You can find full spec of the watch on their website. Let me just zoom in. So what are we looking at? So this is, excluding the crown, 41mm wide diameter. Including the crown, it's about 43mm, 43mm. The lug width, like I mentioned, is 22mm, and the lug to lug is 48.5. It's about 14mm thick, but because it tapers, it curves to the bottom, it doesn't look that tall on your wrist. It's a very sort of compact size, and it's just a real looker. Now this is an homage to a Zenith model, from what I can remember, from what I can research, sorry. But I wasn't aware of that. I'm sure many won't be aware of that when they see this watch for the first time. It's just a real looker. 316L stainless steel, and it's highly polished, just polished everywhere, and it's a very glossy watch. So you've got a 120 click unidirectional rotating bezel, and look at the dial is so inky. I mean, it picks up so much. I mean, any kind of fingerprints on the glass, the sapphire glass or the bezel, it just immediately shows. But the dial is so inky. That's the only word I can use for it. But the sub dials are matte white. So this is powered by a Seagull ST1901 movement. You can find out more information about that online, but it is Seagull making an old Venus movement. What's interesting about this is that it is a column wheel chronograph. Focus. But you can see that there is a column wheel. So the chronograph has a nice clicky feel. We'll let that go. Nice exhibition case back, reasonably detailed decoration, well, reasonable decoration, mineral glass on the back. A couple of negatives. Well, like I mentioned, the strap is hideous. Apart, the buckle is a nice touch, but the strap was terrible. This bezel, although it's got a nice clicking sound, it's 120 click. I don't know if you can see that there is so much play in the bezel. Does that bother me? No, not really. It does say it's 100 meters water resistant, but I wouldn't recommend anyone wear this swimming or diving. It hasn't got a screw down crown, or the pushers aren't screwed down either, so might be best to leave this away from the water. It's a very photogenic watch, if I can use that phrase. Let's just get it on the wrist. Just giving it a polish. But this is what it looks like on my 7-inch wrist. I think it's a really nice fit for a 7-inch wrist. I've swapped the strap for this, the helm khaki canvas. They do an all black dial version as well, but I just thought the reverse Panda just stood out a bit. Some other nice touches about the watch. We have quite decent lume. All the indices are lumed. The hands, the tip of the second hand, sorry, the chronograph second hand, and another nice touch, the actual logo is lumed as well. Another negative I'd say about the watch is it's quite hard to wind it up. The crown is quite small and it's quite close to the pushers, the chrono pushers, so it's hard to get it to wind. But with a bit of patience, you can get there. I think the glossy finish and the glossy look of the dial and the bezel and the polished finish throughout the watch gives it a very modern look. The crown is signed as well. So that's just been a really quick tour of my new Vertigo Pilot 1 Reverse Panda mechanical chronograph. Thanks guys.